we are not necessarily catered to specifically, although for all intents and purposes, our spending power is incredible. Oftentimes, and especially when I'm talking Caribbean, I'm thinking more like the CARICOM region, all of the islands and some of the countries in Latin America and South America. And the reason why is that oftentimes we are lumped into like Latin America and the Caribbean, even in terms of international businesses and how they divvy up the regions and so on. And I guess when you look at it, the English-speaking Caribbean in particular, I mean, we probably have maybe about 5 million, maybe no more than 6 million people. But, Cuba, for example, I think has at least 11 or something, Haiti as well. But just to say that oftentimes when we are lumped in with Latin America and the Caribbean, we are, in terms of numbers, a very minute portion of that. And so you find that we are not necessarily catered to specifically, although for all intents and purposes, our spending power is incredible. I think one of the things, for example, that I am aware of, especially like, historically, a lot of these international businesses like the banks, the telecommunications companies that have been in the region and have been in the region for over 100 years, the reasons why they're still here is because we have been very, very profitable. I mean, for some of the banks, I mean, there was a time when 40% of their profits came from the Caribbean region, and we're talking primarily just the English-speaking Caribbean, and the same for telecommunications companies as well. So I think that what tends to happen is that we get lumped into the Latin America and the Caribbean, and then only perhaps if the companies themselves probably have enough knowledge of the region and understand the region, are they willing then to invest more specifically in Caribbean countries?
I always say now is the best time to be unemployed or an entrepreneur because the data is there and the effort is not that great as it used to be. In terms of having to jump on a plane and go and figure out a culture, you're literally finding the footprint of a culture online. So it really irks me when I see ads in Spanish. And I know, right, that there are people who speak Spanish in Trinidad and Tobago right now. I know there are people that speak Spanish across the Caribbean. The thing is, my data is really there and it's clear. All my stuff is in English. So somebody got a job and didn't do the work because the return on investment in the Caribbean, as Michele rightfully said, to me, it's a low output kind of situation when it comes to the running ads, creating content, and the return on investment is extremely high. But unfortunately, we get lumped under the Latin space because we are relatively tiny in the grand scheme of things. And then we also have this identity crisis thing where everybody thinks the Caribbean is the same. But if you're watching this from outside the Caribbean, you realize I have a different accent than my panel guests. So it really just takes a little bit of research online. And as Ingrid rightfully pointed out, don't be allergic to data. It's all there.